sharing the right chart now.
Do you have the chart right now? No.
Wait, sir. Wait, sir.
She was graduated in 1987. That is in Rahu Dasa. Here, full Rahu Dasa. The Rahu must have given all good benefits because Rahu's dispositor is in exaltation. She must have been in comfortable position throughout Rahu Dasa. In Rahu Jupiter period, started the career as a journalist. Marriage in June 2000. That is the period of Rahu Venus. That period started from 1998 March itself. That period lasted for 36 months. Within that period, that is given the marriage also. Husband is calligrapher. I believe due to Venus connection to 7th Lord. 7th Lord is in 9th house. 7th Lord 18.35 plus Venus 18.45. Both are in retro. It is connected to Venus Karaka. If the person who has given the chart, if she is available, if she is here, she can very well share what is calligraphy. No?
Wait.
Actually, you know, the is not
It's Venus
calligrapher.
Karakatva, right?
Sorry?
The job is related to Venus, right?
Yeah, he's typographer.
Yeah, that I understand. In my opinion, I believe that it is Venus Karakatva. But those days it was a big thing. But now it is computer era. It's quite surprised to see that even now there is a demand for it.
Yes.
And you have mentioned some malignancy. It was detected with malignancy in 2013.
Correct.
That is Jupiter, Venus, and Surya. Till February, Surya, and then Moon under the Sun. Jupiter and Mercury are in oil and star. You are very much vulnerable for that. Yeah, before that, I need to ask one thing. Whose chart it is?
That person doesn't want to reveal.
Okay.
Is it okay?
Hello?
Is it okay?
No, I don't understand. Yes.
That person is doesn't want to reveal the name.
Okay, no problem. Not US, isn't it?
Sorry?
It's not US, right?
No, not mine.
Okay, right. She's an excellent writer. Moon and Mercury. Moon in Paurnami Yoga. And Mercury is in very beneficial mode. Generally, Moon and Mercury gives extreme imagination. Whether positive or negative, they imagine extremely. I normally advise the people who have Moon and Mercury to concentrate in any creativity. So no doubt she shines in writing. The present period is Janmasani. Hardness would have been there from 2020 January itself. But because of Chandra Adi Yoga, Janmasani disturbance will be very much less. She has mentioned no children. For this, many reasons are there in the chart. When the Lagna Lord is in 6th or 8th house, or if 6th or 8th Lord is in Lagna. You understand this? When the Lagna Lord is in 6th or 8th house, or if 6th or 8th Lord is in Lagna, particularly I have seen in many Kadaka Lagna people and very few Dhanush Lagna also, because of for Dhanush, because of Lagna Lord gets exalted in 8th house. Very few in Dhanush, but mainly in Kadaka Lagna, I have got few charts like that. Either native is without marriage, or the marital life will be a disaster, or the native is without progeny. Child issue will be a problem for them. they will be deprived of that. They will be without child. Here, and another reason I can say, Putra Karaka, Jupiter is in combust with the Sun. It's in very close degree. Of course, Sun is in the next house, but still, it's very close to Jupiter, hardly 5-6 degrees gap. That is also one reason. And one more point I need to stress here. Here, number one, Jupiter is in exaltation. Mercury is joined with exalted Jupiter. See, Mercury's habit is when it joins with any benefic planet, it will become as benefic. If it joins with any malefic planet, it will become malefic. Here it has joined with the exalted Jupiter. So Mercury is also equally benefic planet as equal to exalted Jupiter. Further, the Lagna is aspected by the full moon. Again, I tell you, always a Paurnami Chandra is equal to exalted Jupiter. That is almost equal to exalted Jupiter, Paurnami Chandra. Full moon is highly beneficial. Equaling to exalted Jupiter, this you can guarantee say. Hence, the Lagna is overpounded with this much benefic effects. Not one. At least some malefic should be there. All benefic effects are in Lagna. It makes the native to be devoid of any pleasure. That is one thing.
Devoid of?
Devoid of any pleasure.
So all are benefics.
All are benefic.
In spite of that, no pleasure. Huh?
Hello?
In spite of that, no pleasure, is it?
Yes. See, when the say in Tamil there is a say, Alavukku minjinal amrudamum nanje. Okay. I don't know whether you can understand Tamil. See, whatever it is, whether it is even if sweet, if you take extremely, the sweetness, if it exceeds the limit, that becomes the poison. Same thing here. All are benefits. Exalted Jupiter in Lagna. Okay. Exalted Jupiter in Lagna. Mercury is in Lagna. Jupiter and Mercury are in close degree. Mercury is equal to exalted Jupiter because of its quality, because of its nature, future. That future is with whichever planet it joins, it also gives the same effect. And Paurnami Chandran is aspecting that Lagna. Because of these two much things, see the same thing you can see in former Chief Minister MGR house.
Sorry,
In his fifth house, Putra Karaka house, too many good things. It was completely, that house was damaged. It became powerless because of extreme benefit. Here also the same thing. Another thing, Putra Karaka, Jupiter is very close to Sun. These are all the things. We can also say the native is very innocent, very, very innocent, highly decent, follows Dharma strictly. She doesn't quarrel with anyone. She goes completely calm. Wherever, if she comes across any problem or any quarreling, anything like that, she avoids and she goes out. She will not be there. Okay.
Yeah.
Yet another point for no children. Mars and Ketu. This we will see elaborately in coming days. There are certain things we would like to say about the Mars and Ketu. I have seen many horoscopes. I hope this is not the platform to discuss about this. Definitely, it's a problem. In male or female chart, Mars and Ketu conjunction, definitely that gives them problem.
What kind of problem?
Okay, here we can say that it has affected the progeny. That much we can stop because it's a very, very big subject, Mars and Ketu.
Okay.
I have seen many things. Okay.
Okay.
Let me say in a borderline, just a hint, that will change the interest. That will change the interest in conjugal pleasure. But here, mainly it is totally affected. That is different. Okay. Let us not go deep into it. That's also one reason for not having any child.
Okay.
These are all the things.
So basically, she's a well-known person, journalist, no? So they don't want to reveal the name and all.
Okay, okay, no problem. No need to see. These are all as per the chart given. These are all the predictions.
So
There is no change
basically,
in the
the
prediction.
concern was also about because there was malignancy. So the concern was whether it will recur.
Malignancy at where? Organ.
Right? Huh?
Malignancy at where?
I'm not understanding. Malignancy?
See, where it was found.
Huh. Ovarian cancer it was.
Oh,
It was in the fallopian tube, but it is called ovarian.
okay. Not only that, she is also vulnerable for any liver problem. That's all. That also you can very well suggest that she has to take care of her liver also.
Okay.
Because you have asked, is there any other problem? Future,
Yeah. Yeah.
where she has to be careful. Here I can very well suggest that the liver, because Oilium star denotes liver. One. Okay. That Oilium star lord itself, Mercury, and combined with Jupiter. Jupiter is the Karaka for all Raja organs. That is, Jupiter is a Raja Graha, denotes Raja organs like brain, liver, kidney, and heart. Many important organs. Jupiter is in oil. No need to worry about this. See, I tell you very clearly that it's not to scare anyone or anything like that. No need
Yeah.
to scare. No need to worry about this. She can very well go for treatment when it is Jupiter connected to any planet. The problem will be that after treatment she will be all.
Okay.
Yeah. Here we can also say it is Mahashakti Yoga because Rahu Ketu are very equal to ascendant. When Rahu Ketu, ascendant is the center point of Rahu Ketu axis. Do you understand? Rahu is 7.47, ascendant is 8.43. It is in the exact center point of Rahu Ketu axis. When Rahu Ketu connect with ascendant or moon or sun, it is Mahashakti Yoga.
Mahashakti Yoga.
Yeah, Mahashakti Yoga. Whatever they aspire, whatever they dream, that will come true. At the same time, they will be divided of two things. One is because of too many benefits associated with the Lagna. Okay. She is very innocent.
Yes, that is true.
Yeah, she is very innocent. She can be easily cheated or betrayed. She avoids any argument with anyone. Right?
I'm
Because
not sure because as a journalist, they are a little argumentative.
I really wonder. Oh. What
Maybe
about
as a job, she may be like that. Maybe by nature, she may be not argumentative.
but normally such people they avoid any argument. They try to be good to anyone.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah,
Good to everybody.
yeah, good to everyone. They take too much effort to prove that they are good to everyone.
This
And
is where
it's also true. And it's also true that they are very really good.
Sir,
yeah.
can I just add one other point, sir? I mean, I just need one clarification. The native will struggle between, proving herself as, good At the same time, she will be struggle in terms of whenever there is some bad things happening, she may not be able to fight that back. Is that correct, madam?
It's not audible for me. What is that?
What I meant is like one, because of Jupiter in Lagna, she may be too good, and when somebody is trying to create problem to her, she will struggle between the being harsh versus being nice. So that struggle will be there.
Actually, she will struggle to prove that she is good.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
This is because of Jupiter in Lagna.
No, not only Jupiter in Lagna.
Jupiter is exalted in Lagna.
Yeah.
Equally, Mercury is also as equal to exalted Jupiter, and Paurnami Chandran is also aspecting that Lagna.
Correct, correct.
Because of too many things, too many benefit effects. At least some malefics should be there, or some malefics aspect should be there.
Okay. Yeah, you're right, Sriram sir. What you said is true.
Thank you.
Balu sir, can I ask few things?
No?
Balu sir, can I ask some few things?
Yeah, definitely, sir. Definitely.
Madam, this is Nageshwar Rao here. As I see the chart, what is happening? The fifth house, the house of progeny, is deeply afflicted. In the sense, the fifth lord is Mars. Okay, so he is associated along with Lord Ketu, which is the planet of obstruction. What it shows is that one is when Mars is associated with fifth house, it indicates there could be repeated abortions. That is one thing. Second thing, when fifth lord is associated with Ketu, it clearly indicates that there can be obstruction in the fallopian tube in the in her system. That means the tube which connects the, as you know, which from ovaries to the uterus. So when Mars fifth lord itself is Mars, that itself is indicating a problem. Second thing, such a fifth lord being associated with Ketu indicates there is an obstruction in the fallopian tube. This is one of the reasons that she would not have been able to conceive. But what I wanted to know, is she never conceived even once, madam?
No.
Not even once?
No.
Okay. So that is what
At
it
least not
indicates.
to my knowledge.
Okay, because she has a promise of progeny. The reason being, a powerful Jupiter, is aspecting the house of progeny. This Jupiter himself, the Lord himself, is a Santana Karaka. That means there is a promise of progeny in the chart. However, because the fifth house is deeply afflicted, so thereby, she's finding the problem of conceiving. That's point number one. Second thing, when we are trying to look at the progeny point of view, we also have to look at the chart of her husband also, madam. Because here in our chart it shows there is a problem with her reproductive system. Where it clearly indicates there is an obstruction in the fallopian tube, which is not allowing her to conceive. That's point number one. Okay. Second thing, Mars being there associated with Ketu, Ketu being a planet of obstruction, which is causing the obstruction for the conception. Okay. But I feel that there is a promise of a strong promise of a progeny. One is from the Lagna fifth lord. Jupiter is aspecting the fifth house. That's a very good indication. So my suggestion is, if you can, take a kind of proper, treatment, there is a possibility. One thing, and second thing, we should also see the husband chart also, madam.
But now she's very old. I don't think they're looking at that.
Probably this could be another. What could be one of the reason why she was not able to even conceive when at the prime age or whatever it is, madam. That's what one of the observation. It comes to my mind, madam.
Correct.
Thank you.
I think when you're saying fallopian tube connection, that is where the cancer was.
Yeah. Probably there could have been some tumor earlier, which could have developed into malignancy. And has she undergone any surgical procedure?
Yeah.
Yeah. At that time, probably they would have removed the fallopian tube, probably.
Yeah, I don't know if it was. I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's what, that is what it indicates. One of the reason, that she is not able to conceive. But again, as per medical, this thing, like, generally, as you know, madam, there will be two fallopian kind of tube. If one of the tube is removed, still she had a 50% of chances of, conceiving. So I'm afraid, whether she had ever conceived at all is what my this thing, because there is a real promise in the chart that she should have conceived. But for Ketu and Mars, which is the fifth house, is very, very deeply afflicted, madam. So that has caused this problem. And I mean, many charts, when fifth house is associated with Ketu, there is every chance that the fallopian tube will get obstructed, madam, which will cause the, either delay or sometime, getting progeny will be a big challenge.
Okay, so deeply affected because of Mars and Ketu, is it, or
Yeah,
any
Mars
other
being
reason?
a fifth lord, along with Ketu, it indicates that, there is something connected with, progeny related medical issue I'm talking about. Especially Ketu's association will indicate fallopian tube, madam. Obstruction in fallopian tube.
Okay, okay.
Because
Thank
that egg, which is supposed to have traveled from ovaries to like uterus, could have got obstructed in the tube itself. Many times it can result into ectopic pregnancy also.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, madam.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Okay. Here I need to say a few things. Nageswar sir, whatever you said is right. Here, fifth lord is also associated with Ketu. That has caused some disturbance in fallopian tube, but actually it has happened with Jupiter Dasa. Jupiter is the Putra Karaka. In that, Jupiter is in the exaltation. Normally, whoever sees the chart, they will say that in this period, she'll be blessed with the baby. But in Jupiter Dasa only it has happened. One. Number two, in Venus. In Venus house only, this combination is there. Mars and the Ketu combination is there. Two. Third, Ketu has already crossed the Mars. Mars degree is 22 and Ketu is degree something like 7 or something. Ketu has crossed the Mars. One. Another thing, if fallopian tube is affected, if the malignancy is found in fallopian tube, it has to be on both sides, because both sides you can see the fallopian tube. If one side is affected, that can be removed, and still with another tube, they can try for a progeny. But here, all these things have happened in Jupiter period only. So only I am saying that Jupiter is completely overpounded with too many benefits. That is spoiled.
Currently, she is having Shani Dasha, somebody said, no? Sadi Sati. Sadi
Jupiter,
Sati.
in Jupiter Dasa, Venus Bhukti and the Surya Antara. Surya Antara, they found the malignancy. It has to be in Surya Antara, I think, because till February, that period you check it up with that. Till February, it was Surya Antara, Andhra Dasa. After that, Moon Andhra Dasa. Jupiter Dasa, Venus Bhukti, and the Moon Andhra Dasa.
Correct.
Moon
Asokan
also
sir,
denotes
sorry
uterus.
for the interruption. Can you post D9 chart, Asokan sir?
Post chart.
A
D9
Navamsha
chart.
chart, can it be projected?
Dasa Bhukti. I don't know. What is that?
Navamsha chart, sir, D9.
Oh, Navamsha chart.
So, sir, this somebody on the group said she is currently going through Sade Sati, right? I think Sriram sir or
That is
someone.
there. Yeah, that is there. One thing. But the beginning itself, I said that Janma Shani is there, but Janma Shani will not affect that much. If at all any hardness, she would have felt the hardness from January 2020. From January 2020 onwards, some sluggishness or mental disturbance or some problem would have been there. But that doesn't affect her much because of that Chandra Adiyoga. Confidently, you can say in any Chandra Adiyoga star, Ashtama Sani or Janma Sani will not give that much ill effect.
Sir, here, one more observation as per my opinion. If you see, the fifth Lord here is Mars. Fifth Lord, Navamsha Lord is also Mars. Fifth Lord, Navamsha Lord is also Mars. When such a fifth Lord, Navamsha Lord Mars, as in the Rashi chart, is again showing with the Ketu.
No, sir, it is Navamsha chart. Fifth Lord is
Navamsha Lord of, see, fifth Lord of in the D1 chart is Mars, sir.
D1,
Correct?
yes.
Okay, such a Lord is sitting in D9 in the again in the Aries. Again here the Lord of fifth Lord Navamsha Lord is again Mars. Correct? No, I've understood what I'm saying. See, fifth Lord in the D1 chart is Mars. Okay.
Yeah.
Correct? No, such a Lord, fifth Lord in Navamsha, he is sitting in the again Aries in his own house. So normally what we see in the fifth Lord, progeny Lord, Navamsha Lord, progeny Lord, Navamsha Lord, again he happens to be Mars here. Okay, so such a Mars, if you see in D1 chart, is associated with Ketu, which has again, afflicted her house of progeny very much, madam. So we should see Navamsha Lord of Karakatva Lord, that is progeny Lord. At least if it is some benefit would have given in D9, it would have been, at least she had a good chance. But here again, Navamsha Lord of fifth Lord D1 chart is again, when you come to D1 chart, is along with Ketu. So fifth Lord is very much deeply afflicted, which has caused the problem of progeny, in my opinion, madam. That's all I want to say.
Okay. Thank you. So here actually in the Navamsha chart, I see that Sun and Mars are conjunct, and I
Yes.
think as per GK sir, this is a combination for malignancy also, right?
Sun and Mars. For malignancy, Ketu should be there.
Sorry,
For malignancy, Ketu should be there.
Ketu, is it?
Yeah, Ketu should be there. Here you can say that the Ketu is in trine to Sun and Mars. In Navamsha chart, the Ketu is in trine.
Trine,
Yeah. Trine to Sun and Mars.
correct.
Another thing I don't say, normally Sun and Mars, they have different. The body itself will be very heat. Always overheat.
Yeah.
Very what?
Overheat.
Yeah.
Okay, heat. Okay.
Yeah, overheat. And the second thing, since this combination is in Navamsha chart, in Rashi chart itself, you can say that this heat will be reflected in two areas. Where is Sun? Where is Mars in Rashi chart? There the heat will be in Rashi chart. Rashi chart. In Rashi chart, Mars is, it is in Tulam. Okay. The heat will be felt here also in fallopian tube that affects the ovaries. Egg production will be always distant because of Ketu's connection and because of Sun's conjunction in Navamsha chart. That will be reflected in Rashi chart.
So one thing about her I know is off late, I think after the malignancy, maybe I don't know when, but off late especially, a lot of agitation in the mind. So is there any indication here about that, or?
Yes, definitely. That is because of, see, I told you very clearly, Jupiter and Moon, when connected with Lagna or in Mesham, mental agitation will be definitely there. It will be there. Okay. It was found in Jupiter Dasa. Throughout Jupiter Dasa, she would have felt.
And now Shani Dasha, I'm not
now
Shani Dasha,
because of
Sade
Janma-
Sati is okay
now,
or not?
yeah, now it is because of Janmasani. After once Saturn crosses that Makara, she will be free from it.
She will be?
She will be free from it, from that mental agitation. Now the severe worries will be there. It would have started by January 2020 itself.
That is correct.
Of distress, sluggishness will be there. She'll be very lazy now. She'll be procrastinating. She'll be postponing all the works. Too much of laziness will be there because of Saturn is on natal moon.
Because of Saturn?
It's on natal moon. Natal moon is in Makara. Transit Saturn is in Makara. Transit Saturn is on natal.
Transit Saturn is in
Shravana Nakshatra.
That's what Janmashani.
okay.
That's what Janmashani. Throughout this period, she will be having this problem.
Okay, so now once it moves out of Shravan Nakshatra, it will be fine, is it?
Yes, it has to cross the Makara. It has to go to Kumbha. After that, she will be free from it. Right now, from last year, January 2020 onwards, the mental agitation would have been increased.
So when does this
A
end?
lot of negativity will be there. Too much of negativity.
Yeah.
That is from January 2020 onwards.
So when does this end, sir?
By next year, November. 2022 November onwards, she will be free from it.
Okay.
The natal side, the transit Saturn has to cross the natal.
Okay. So someone said that
Practically
predicted.
speaking, it has already crossed, but still the yearly transiting planets that has to go at least 30 degrees beyond any planet. After that only they will be free from it. Her moon is 5 degrees. Practically speaking, you can say that the transit Saturn has to go to Kumbham 5 degrees. Till then, she will be having that problem. Okay.
Okay, followed. And someone, I think Sri Ram sir only said that possibility of health critical issue in next year, November.
No, madam, not next year. 2025-26. That is.
Sorry. Yeah. 2025-26, you are seeing some health issue, is it?
Yes.
What period that is?
Saturn. 1 second, sir. I will tell you.
Saturn?
Yeah, 1 second. I will tell you.
Transit Saturn or natal Saturn, is it? Oh, you said because of Sadish.
No, not necessarily. Because of natal Saturn, transit Saturn will be on natal Saturn.
Okay.
Yeah, and also Saturn Mercury Dasa will be starting. I mean, it will be ending. Saturn will be coming. Saturn Mercury Jupiter, because Saturn, it will be the 3, 8, 11 lots will be coming. 3, 8, 12 lots will be joining, which may affect for the health and longevity kind of a thing.
So that is.
Yeah, 3, 8, 12. Whenever that dashas are happening.
Say normally you can see when you take transit, you can consider yearly transiting planets. If they ask you anything that will it happen in this period, in this month itself, this week itself, Then you can take other monthly transiting planets also, including moon.
Yeah.
Daily transiting planet. But here you can take only yearly transiting planets like Saturn, Jupiter, Rahu.
Yeah. And also during 2026 or 2025, same Jupiter Mercury combination will fall on the same natal Lagna. Karkataka, Jupiter and Moon.
Venus, Mercury.
Jupiter Mercury is coming.
Okay, Venus, Mercury, normally it happens. Every year it happens. Either this sign or that sign. In somewhere it happens. That is different.
Yeah.
So you don't think there is any such health risk?
One thing I can say, madam, she has to take care of her liver. Liver also you ask her to check.
Exactly.
She is vulnerable.
Currently also I should tell her.
Pardon?
Even now she's vulnerable or later?
Frankly speaking, Jupiter period is over.
Yes.
But still she can very well, if at all any problem she has, you can very well say that liver problem, she is vulnerable. Jupiter and Mercury, generally wherever, in whichever house Jupiter Mercury is there, that will give any liver related.
Correct.
Here it is in Oilium star itself. Oilium denotes liver. In that star itself, these two planets are positive. So she is vulnerable for that. Always she has to be carefully taking one. That very easily accessible. She should not move with the people who have any hepatitis B or those people. Say normally if these things are found in because very easily, very frequently they will come across such patients. Here she doesn't have.
Your voice is little unclear.
Pardon?
Disturbance is there.
Hello?
Yeah, sir. Now it's clear, sir.
Yeah, okay. That is the only thing, madam. And what happened to this fallopian tube? That malignancy, they have removed it.
I don't know about that. I'll ask her and let you
They
know.
must have removed it. They
Mhm.
must have removed it.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I really surprised whether it can be prolonged with the 8-9 years with any malignancy. It has to be removed. It has to be amputated. They have to
Okay.
remove the organ, I think. That also you ask. In case if she says that it is not removed, anytime she is vulnerable because transit Ketu is next it is approaching only Tulam from Virchika. That time
Yeah.
it may cause severe problem.
Okay. And if it is removed then?
If she says that it is removed, no need to worry about it. I know people who have got any amputation. After that, they have survived for 25-30 years.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So any upay, what do you call parihara for this? For the Saturn period going on now and even
That
this
only one parihara I can suggest. That is Kala Bhairava worship.
Kala Bhairava. And even this
Because
Jupiter liver issue.
because the reason is both ascendant and moon, both are in the exact center point of Rahu Ketu. On moon only, transit Saturn is traveling. Kala Bhairava controls all these things.
Okay.
So Kala Bhairava worship will definitely help.
And for this liver problem which you are asking to be careful, what about that? Any
Food habits, she has to be careful in food. She has to avoid any hot food. She has to avoid.
No worship or anything, no japa or anything.
For Jupiter and Mercury, you can say any female deity in a baby form, small child, baby
Bala,
form.
yeah, Bala Tripura Sundari.
Bal Tripura Sundari.
Yeah, Bala Tripura Sundari. Balambika.
Yeah, madam, one more, just probably you don't have to disclose.
That has to be near any water source because it is in Kannada.
Sorry?
It has to be near any water source, near any river or coastal area or any lake. Because
What
it
has
is
to be near lake?
water side.
Sorry, sir, I didn't understand. What has to be near the water side?
Water side means the area you can, it indicates the area where it is, the temple.
Temple. Okay.
Okay. The Bala Tripura Sundari, not just like any other temple. It has to be near any water source.
Okay.
Madam, one other question. Her
Yes.
name,
In case if the liver problem is found, she can go. Otherwise, Kalabhairava worship is. Okay, Sriram, continue.
Sorry, sir?
her name start with any S.
Yes.
Yeah, it start with. Okay, fine.
Sir, what did you say last, Balu, sir?
What is that?
Last, what did you say?
No. If liver problem is found,
Huh?
and she goes for any test and scan and other things, any fatty liver chances are there.
Huh?
If liver problem is found, she can along with the medication. Say Parihara will only enhance the treatment.
Correct.
That will help the lady to find the correct doctor, correct treatment.
Correct.
Straight away, that will not cure the disease.
Yes.
Any treatment, whatever we take, Parihara will enhance the recovery. That will support.
Support. Yeah.
Yeah. Medication should be there.
Yes.
Okay.
Madam, I wanted to ask you one thing.
Yes.
Does she have any phlegmatic problems, cold related such problem? Connected with respiration, respiratory system and all that?
Yeah, you can say that she has like an allergy or to something like that to humidity.
Okay. This must be there from her childhood, if I'm not mistaken.
No, after she changed her house, no, she has been having this issue. That house has lot of humidity.
Okay, fine. Because it shows that there is some kind of a phlegmatic related problems could be there, and whenever what she has to take care, whenever irrespective of Dasha Lords, whenever the Jupiter Bhukti runs. Whenever Jupiter Bhukti runs, irrespective of Dasha Lords, that is when she has to be more careful, because here see, basically the Jupiter is a sixth lord, madam. Okay, he's a lord of disease. Such a lord disease is sitting in the Lagna itself. It is called first house indicates Tanubhava. It's the body, a physical entity. So sixth lord sitting in the Lagna itself, doesn't give a very sound health, madam, because the disease lord is sitting in the sixth house, which is causing problem. Again, Jupiter, apart from Balu sir said, like any tumor related problems, either it could be fallopian, wherever it is, because Jupiter is responsible for any tumor related, cell related. It also causes sometimes obesity also, See, obesity is another major problem associated with the Jupiter. Okay, so like becoming fat, many of the thing you have seen during Jupiter Dasha, again, if it is associated with sixth house, sixth lord, D being sixth lord, also gives us some kind of obesity problems. Okay, so every time any Dasha lord, Jupiter Bhukti will always be little problematic for her as far as the health is concerned, madam. Okay. So she
Okay.
has to take care whenever her, whether Saturn dasha, any dasha, particular dasha, bhukti or antar bhukti, we have to, she has to take care.
Jupiter,
What care she should do then?
Like that means, for example, like she has undergone now, you are saying malignancy treatment, So whenever Jupiter comes as a bhukti, that is when there will be a recurring of this disease, madam.
Oh.
So you have to, because Jupiter is also known to be a planet of expansion. Okay, so every time Jupiter comes to her, either in terms of Bhukti Lord or in terms of Antar Bhukti Lord, there could be some recurring problem for her, because Jupiter is also Karaka for tumor, She has already suffered with a tumor related problem. So she has to, for example, she has to go for a checkup for, with any oncologist. I mean, she knows it, they would have told her. But I'm talking purely from the astrological angle, madam. So she has to take her whenever Jupiter, Bhukti or Antar Bhukti, like Antar Dasha or Pratyantar Dasha, what we say,
Yes.
whenever Jupiter runs, so she has to take care, especially she has already undergone this problem. There could be a chance that, this can recur during Jupiter Bhukti or Antar Bhukti.
Correct.
Okay, thank you, madam.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank
The
you.
one thing, when I have
And I would like to, I need to ask only one thing, madam, out of curiosity I'm asking. Her husband is nearly 6-7 years elder to her, or at least 1 or 2 months younger to her, right?
2 years.
Just 2 years elder to her.
Yes, sir.
Elder or
Older. Elder.
elder? Okay. Because the reason is, if her husband, if he had he been younger to her, at least 1 or 2 months younger to her, or 7-8 years elder to her, the attraction would have been more.
Okay.
Definitely the attraction would have been more. Because of Rahu Ketu center point moon. In whichever chart you find this, you can very well ask them. In case if they married in this way, definitely their marital life will be good.
Okay.
That would not have disturbed the pleasure.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
Sir,
very yeah.
I wanted to ask you, I don't remember where, but I have heard that when Jupiter is in Lagna, he takes care of all problems in the chart. When means whatever
Okay.
negativities are there,
Yeah,
Jupiter takes care. Is it?
one thing here I would like to say, Jupiter is he takes care of everything. He will see to that whatever it is getting aggravated, whether it is good or bad.
Yeah, and also there is another statement, madam. All
particularly medically, that will aggravate the problem.
yeah.
Sorry?
Yeah. And also the other thing, madam, like they'll say all exalted planets makes the person egoistic.
Oh.
And also the other thing what they say is like Jupiter in Lagna. I mean, there is again a question mark. Like as you said, Jupiter in Lagna will remove all the obstacles.
Yeah.
That means that it first in place it creates the problems. Now the person should sustain. See, removes means like it doesn't happen on its own. So you have to undergo the struggle and then come out of that. So it is a vague statement or a generic statement by saying that it removes all 1,000 or 10,000 problems. That means the problems are created. Now it is the individual to come out of the problem.
Madam, I want to add one more thing here. See, first of all, as we say, ascendant is very important in any chart, madam. Okay. Ascendant or ascendant lord, if it is very strong, that means they can come out of any problem in terms of physical entity or as a overall in the lifetime, madam. Here, first thing is Jupiter getting exalted in the Lagna itself shows, it's a Lagna is fortified, Lagna has become very strong. That means any type of problem, health problem, all that, she will definitely come out of it, madam, because Lagna being very, very strong, because there is an exalted Jupiter posited in the Lagna. That is point number one, madam. Then second point is the Lagna Lord moon has gone to 7th. That means Lagna Lord has gone to Kendra. That means again the Lagna is fortified. Okay. And again, such a Lagna Lord is aspecting the Lagna itself. Okay. Moon is aspecting the Lagna itself. So for her, the Lagna being very, very strong, any health problem she suffers, no doubt, but she will have that inbuilt resistance or the inbuilt capacity as a physical entity. She, in my opinion, this is my pure personal opinion, that she'll be able to withstand any of this health related issues, madam, because her Lagna is very, very strong because of exalted Jupiter in Lagna, Lagna Lord in Kendra, and Kendra Lagna Lord is aspecting her own Lagna itself. The Lagna gets fortified, it gets very, very strong. So in any horoscope, first thing we should see the Lagna. Lagna is very, very important. So where is the Lagna Lord? Who's there in the Lagna? They're all going to strengthen the horoscope, madam.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
And I would like to say one more thing. We don't know whether it is true or false. In Ramar horoscope, Sri Ram, it is Kadaka Lagna. Jupiter is exalted in Lagna itself. He also had a Putra Dosha. Yeah. Here it was seen as 6th Lord is in Lagna. 6th Lord is exalted in Lagna. Normally, you can say that when the Lagna Lord goes to 6th or 8th house, or if 6th or 8th house lords, if they are posited in Lagna, they are devoid of these things. Either they are devoid of marriage or marital life pleasure or any child issue problem. These problems, they are definitely there. It is Jupiter happens to be the 9th Lord, of course, yes. But the same Jupiter is also the 6th Lord.
Yes.
It is an exaltation. And the moment I saw the chart, what I felt is too many benefit connection with that now. Yeah, it is affected. Here, still she is so strong, as Mr. Nageshwar said, because Ascendant and Moon, both are clearly they are in the same degree. Exactly, they both are in the exact center point of Rahu Ketu. It is called the Mahashakti.
But I learned this very new thing that
at the time of my starting analysis itself, I said that throughout Rahu Dasa should have been comfortable.
Because
Rahu's dispositor is exaltation. Oh.
Mars.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Madam, is she associated with any foreign assignment?
Yeah, it is Mars.
No. Foreign assignment. No.
Okay.
I mean, one assignment or so she may have done, but mostly she's India based.
Madam, is she over teachery?
Sorry?
Is she over teachery? I mean,
Means?
over teachery means like हिंदी में क्या बोलते हैं, ज्यादा कुछ क्या बोलते हैं.
And one thing, Madam, you said she had not been to foreign abroad.
He has been to foreign.
How many times? Actually, no. What I'm asking is, throughout She must have been there. If it has not happened, what
I
we
can't
talk,
hear you. Sriram sir, I think there's disturbance from your. Thank you. Yeah, sorry, sir.
no, throughout Jupiter Dasa, she must have been in abroad. On and off,
Oh.
she must have come back to India. Because Jupiter, it is in water sign itself, it is in exaltation. If it has not happened, what we talked all these time about Jupiter's exaltation, that too many benefits has spoiled that house. Whatever we talked, everything is true. Because Jupiter in water sign, that too in exaltation, must have given her abroad trip. If it has not given that much, she would have gone, no doubt it. She would have gone, but she would have gone few times. She would have been there for some time. Not much.
Yeah, she's not stayed anywhere. She has
Yeah.
visited.
She has visited. That itself clearly shows that whatever we talked all this time, everything is correct because too many benefits has spoiled the house. Likewise, too many malefics spoil a house. Okay. If it is true, means see if Jupiter is in very well in helping both means its fifth aspect to fifth house. She must have been blessed with a baby. Okay, that has not happened, and it was found. The malignancy was found only in Jupiter Dasa. That is the reason. Actually, another thing for Kadaga Lagna, Mars and Jupiter are the yoga planets, benefic planets, functional benefits.
Mars and?
Jupiter.
Okay.
For Kadagam and Leo, Mars and Jupiter. Okay. But here it has not happened.
Because there are too many benefics.
Yes, too many benefits. Okay. See, she must have been benefited by teaching. She must have been benefited by finance related job or any insurance related job, bank related job. If it has not happened, we can very well say that Jupiter has not helped. She must have been in abroad.
But how to reduce this Jupiter effect then?
No need. That Jupiter Dasa is over. No need to worry about it.
Since she is a brilliant writer and a fabulous, fantastic journalist.
Yeah, that's what I said. See, Moon and Mercury. When Moon and Mercury, that gives enormous creativity. Whatever it is,
But
whether it
she
is
never found that success, you know, she's successful, not that she's not, but the kind of success she could have had. How to get that? Anything for that?
And see, the present period is also very hard because of transit Saturn is on Moon. I said that for any writing related things, Moon and Mercury connection should be there. Here, Moon is aspecting. The Purnami Chandran is aspecting Mercury. That has given her the excellence in writing. At the same time, transit Saturn is on Moon. So the present period is hard. Once Saturn moves away, she will be fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Sriram sir was saying something about over treachery. I didn't understand.
No, over teachery. Like, you know, I'm not able to get the right word in Hindi. Over teachery means like, you know, ज़्यादा कुछ बोलना, या नहीं तो she tries to tell, you know, more about ये अच्छा करो, advice देना, ये अच्छा करो. So over teachery.
Yeah, maybe, yes.
Okay. And
What is
she's
that?
low paid, right?
Sorry?
She's low paid. I mean, shows she's intelligent. I mean, among from other colleagues, she may be low paid.
Yeah, that is what she's not received her recognition as deserved.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
She's very well respected and very well known, but you
Once
know,
a small because my battery is very low. Anytime it don't mistake me.
sorry.
Now my laptop battery is very low.
Sure, sure. Okay.
Please don't mistake me. In case till then we can talk.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks to all. Shall we close the session?
Anything else? Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.